Julian looked around at the clouds which were building up. He thought it looked like rain and suggested they go back to the village. They hurried back and bought some food and postcards, then made their way back across the rocks to the lighthouse. As they climbed the steps, Dick noticed 2 bottles of milk outside the door.
Look, the milkman's bin.
He used to call when my father and I were here.
Get out your key and unlock the door, Tinker.
I can't find it. Oh, I don't remember locking the door when we went out this morning.
Anne was last out. Did you lock the door, Anne?
No, I never thought of it. The key must be on the other side of the door.
In that case, let's give the door a push. Let me see. No, the key's not in the lock. Someone's been here and taken the key. And probably other things as well.
Wait, there's a letter on the doormat. Forwarded from Kieran. That means at least 2 people have been here. But surely neither of them would take the key, or anything else.
Well, we'll soon see.
The children checked their possessions and found that a few things had been taken. George's rug was missing, so was Anne's purse and Julian's little travelling clock. The tide was quite high by now, so Julian rowed ashore and went to report the matter to the police. By the time Julian got back to the lighthouse, the rain was pouring down. He and Dick found a heavy piece of wood and jammed the door shut from the inside. During the afternoon, the children whiled away the time playing cards.
Oh, I want to stretch my legs. I've a good mind to run up and down the stairway 6 times.
Go on then, nobody's stopping you.
How far down does the lighthouse go, Tinker? We always go up when we come in and never think about the lighthouse foundations. Are they deep down?
Yes, they are. My father told me they drilled down into the rock a long way and made a kind of shaft. He said that under these rocks there are all sorts of queer holes and tunnels.
Can you go down the shaft?
I don't know. There's an old plan in the lamp room, the one they used when the lighthouse was built.
Like the ones that architects draw when they build a house?
Something like that. I'll go and get it.
I'm looking forward to seeing that plan.
Here it is.
It's beautifully drawn.
Here are the foundations. Goodness, they do go a long way down.
Let's go and have a look.
Good idea. I'll take my torch.
See that round trapdoor? If we open that, we'll be looking down into the foundation shaft.
Give me a hand, Dick.
It's coming.
That's it. Shine your torch.
There's an iron ladder.
The walls are cement and very thick, I should think. Lend me your torch, Dick. I'm going down.
Julian went almost down to the bottom. He didn't go down the last steps of the ladder because he heard a gurgling noise below him. He shone his torch down to see. There was water at the bottom of the shaft, swirling around. Where did it come from? As he watched it, it disappeared, then came back again. There must be a tunnel of some sort down there that the sea can enter, he thought. Julian knew it was high tide now, and he wondered if the tunnel was free of water when the tide went out. He climbed back out and told the others what he had found. They had another look at the old plan, and Julian found the hole at the bottom of the shaft. They were all very excited, and made plans to explore it when the tide was right. As they were talking, they suddenly heard a very loud voice calling out.
Hey! Anyone at home?
Who is it?
It's the police.
Oh, come on up then.
How did you get in? We jammed the door.
I managed to unjam it. You ought to get a new key made.
Have you caught the thief who took our key and the other things?
No, but I've a pretty good idea who it is. I found a lady whose windows looked down on the jetty. She saw a man standing there, and he went over the rocks to the lighthouse.
Who was it?
A man called Jacob. He comes of a family who used to do a bit of wrecking. He's the great-great-great-grandson of a man called One-Ear Bill.
Why can't you arrest him and make him give up the key and the other things?
Well, if you'll come along with me and identify your things, maybe I can do something about it.
I'll come with you now.
All right, let's go.
Yes, Constable. That's the rug and my clock. This is Anne's purse. But the money's missing.
What about the key, Jacob? Give it here.
I didn't take it. What do I want a key for?
For breaking in and stealing. I'll just search you. No key.
Surely he must have it.
Well, we'll have his house searched. But if you take my advice, you'll have the lock changed. I'll take him down to the station now. On his way back to the lighthouse, Julian called at the locksmith, who promised to call in a day or two. When he got back to the lighthouse, the others listened excitedly to his tale. George and Anne were pleased to get their things back, though Anne was sad that her money was gone.
I vote we go and find Jeremiah tomorrow and see if he's heard about the robbery.
And we must get him to show us the Wrecker's Cave. By the way, what were the names of the two men who show visitors round the cave? I'm pretty sure one of them was Jacob.
You're right, it was. And the other man was called Ebenezer.
We'd better go to the caves tomorrow morning, when the tide will be more or less out.
We won't be able to. We can't lock the door.
Timmy's saying, why not leave him behind and let him guard it?
Dear old Timmy. All right, you shall guard the lighthouse, and you shall have a very special bone for a reward.
That's settled then. We leave Timmy here on guard, and we'll all go off to the caves.